আজকে অনুপ 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 ভৌমিক উদয়পুরের ছেলে ইঞ্জিনিয়ার, সে আজকে আমাদের মাননীয় হাইকোর্টে একটা জনস্বার্থ মামলা করে। জনস্বার্থ মামলাটার মূল কারণটা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের রাজ্যে দীনদয়াল উপাধ্যায় গ্রাম জ্যোতি যোজনায় প্রায় 160 কোটি টাকার মতো বরাদ্দ করা হয় এবং এই টাকা এই কাজটার জন্য সংশ্লিষ্ট টিএসইসিএল তার টেন্ডার ডাকে। টেন্ডারের মধ্যে 4-5 জন আমাদের ত্রিপুরারও কিছু এর মধ্যে তারা পার্টিসিপেট করে। এর মধ্যে একজন, এটা কোম্পানি, এটার নাম হচ্ছে মাহস সিটি
ইনফ্রা ডেভেলপার্স প্রাইভেট লিমিটেড।
ইয়েস। তো এখন প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে এই যে
that in rural areas of the country, the agricultural and the non-agricultural load caters from same distribution network, and distribution utilities in rural areas resort to frequent load shedding due to poor distribution network, and we know that demand of electricity in rural areas are increasing day by day, so it requires the distribution network to be augmented and strengthening. But due to poor financial health of the distribution utilities in the rural areas results in underinvestment in those distribution network, and by considering this important aspect, Dindayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana was launched by Ministry of Power and under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Rural Electrification Corporation REC is the monitoring head of the project under the overall guidance of Ministry of Power. And REC has sanctioned rupees 358 crore under this project. Rupees 358 crore rupees under this project, and as Tripura is a special category state, the contribution system of the sanction amount is like that. Government of India will contribute 85% of the sanction amount. 5% will be contributed by the state government or by the by TSECL. That means Tripura State Electricity Corporation Limited, and the rest 10% is of loan. REC has given specific guidelines about how to implement these projects. They have given specific guidelines how to finalize the L1 bidder. Is he capable of do the said works, and by maintaining the standard of work, and subsequently TSECL has floated tenders, and along with other bidders, Mahashiti Infra Developers Private Limited also participated in these tenders. And after opening of technical bid as well as financial bid, the tenders were cancelled by TSECL, and again retender was called with the same estimated value, and again along with other bidders, Mahashiti Infra Developers Private Limited also participated in these bidders. The estimated value is 160 crore, comprising of 4 tenders, and as I have mentioned earlier that REC had given specific guidelines about to finalize the L1 bidder, about the pre-qualification criteria about the bidders. Mahashiti Infra Developers Private Limited had submitted some performance certificates about their past executed works. In one performance certificate, they had mentioned that they have completed a certain project in 2017, but in another document they have mentioned that the project is still ongoing, and they have submitted a balance sheet in which it is mentioned the liquid asset which is required to qualify in this technical bid as 15 crore, but in another document they have mentioned that liquid asset is 46 crore, which is contradictory. Even if we consider these manipulated performance certificates, but this bidder does not qualify in the pre-qualification criteria mentioned in the state bidding standard bidding documents. In standard bidding document, TACCL has put a specific clause that to qualify commercially, a bidder have to have experience up to 31st March 2015. This bidder doesn't have any performance certificate up to the date. All the performance certificate they have submitted is beyond the date, that is 31st March 2015. But as I have mentioned, these performance certificates are manipulated. These performance certificates are fakes. But TACCL accepted their technical bid, and after opening of financial bid, as expected, Mahashidhi Infra Developers Private Limited has become the L1 bidder in all the 4 tenders, and subsequently work orders was given to them.
Right, basically.
So in financial bid, the rate they have quoted, it has been seen that they have quoted different prices for same materials, but as per SBD clause attachment number 14, there is a clause mentioned, fall clause, in which it is mentioned that if a bidder is supplying similar materials with different rates, the lowest quoting rate will be the unit rate of those similar materials. But TACCL does not follow this guideline of REC, and more than 1 crore and 50 lakhs rupees of benefit were given directly to them straight away. The scope of work under these projects were more than 1500 11 kV lines to be executed under this, more than 2000 kilometer LT line, and 544 numbers of distributions transformers to be installed, including 63 kVA, 25 kVA and 100 kVA. The calibration certificate submitted by this bidder is expired during the vendor approval as well as the GTP during approval, which was unfortunate. TACCL has purposely given a vendor approval by considering this expired calibration certificate, although distribution transformer is a huge material by considering this project. In many occasions, it has been seen that during execution of works, workers, linemen died due to electrocution or by collapse of pit or fall from height or pole. And by considering this, REC had given specific guidelines to TACCL and also to the bidder. The contractor have to deploy a safety officer having a diploma in safety, and the CV should be cleared by the TACCL. There should be a continued safety audit, and the report should be submitted to TACCL.
প্রজেক্ট নিয়ে রাজ্য সরকার তো বলছে যে এই প্রজেক্টে প্রায় 100% আপনার সংযোগ হয়ে গেছে, বিদ্যুৎ সংযোগ হয়ে গেছে।
না, ওটা this is another part. This is under Sobhagya. BPL connection is under Sobhagya, not under Dino Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana. Under Dino Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana, there is augmentation and strengthening of 11 kV line is there, augmentation and strengthening of LT line and LT new line, and distribution transformer installation.
মানে এই কাজগুলো ব্যাহত হচ্ছে মারাত্মকভাবে ডিউ টু সিদ্ধা ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচার কি কোম্পানির নাম যেটা রয়েছে,
কারণ অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওরা তো কোয়ালিফাইড না। আপনি
have done a safety audit and make own records. The workers working in those projects, the health of the workers should have been checked by competent authorities in 15 days, and because in many areas of our state there is a issue of dengue and malaria, so that their health should be checked up and the reports should have been sent to TACCL. But neither TACCL has followed the guidelines and neither Mahashidhi had followed the guidelines. But REC had mentioned that after following all these formalities, then fast progressive payment towards erection bill will be given by TSCCL. But nothing has been followed. And by considering these aspects and the mission through which these projects were launched by Ministry of Power under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, by seeing this has been they have only completed 45% of works till now, and the completion date is 31st December 2021. Only 45% of works they have done still now. More than 2000 kilometer of LT line, 11 kV line will be incompleted under this project. So who is responsible for this? And by considering all this, I have by guidance of Shri Devashish sir, I have suited public interest litigation before the Honorable High Court of Tripura. And not only that, there are certain also some projects going on in TSCCL, like Integrated Power Development Scheme (IPDS) and DDJ Additional Infra, Sobhagya, etc., etc. Under this project, TSCCL given local contractors several work orders worth of 100 crore, although they don't have A-class electric license certificate. The REC has specially mentioned in the standard bidding document the bidders who are willing to participate in this tender should possess a A-class electric license. But none of local bidders of Tripura state have A-class electric license certificate, in spite of the fact TSCCL has given them work orders. And I am collecting some data regarding this, and subsequently in 2-3 days I will will file another PIL regarding this under the guidance of Devashish sir. Thank you.
Subscribe to Tripura Info and press the bell icon so that you never miss any latest updates and news on Tripura.